hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you.
Mhm. Awesome. I think so some of the plugin was causing. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So there is no problem from my side, right? There is no audio.
I don't hear you anymore.
I'm sorry, Swapnil, it breaks every now and then. Your video is absolutely fine, but the audio cuts from time to time.
Yeah,
All right.
try to
All right.
talk. Okay, yeah.
Awesome. 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 So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this live event. If you're watching us in replay mode, then do not forget to check it out, the lifetime deal of Codelia CMS on PitchGround.com. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This is your host, Swapnil from PitchGround. Guys, are you interested in staying up to date with the latest product updates and have a live Q&A with the founders or their team? If so, join us for our exclusive live streaming events, which are happening every week. So what we do is in these events, we share product updates, we share roadmaps, we discuss use cases, we share educational and growth strategy content, and many more things. Also, answer if you have any questions, right? So do not miss out on this live events and get the inside scoop on what's new with the tool. It's a great opportunity to catch up with the product owners and their teams. So today's live show is for Codelia CMS. If you don't know what Codelia CMS is, let me give you the brief introduction about this tool. So this is a CMS. CMS stands for Content Management System. With Codelia CMS, you can visually model your content and deliver it fast on any platform without writing a line of code. So, guys, without further ado, let me welcome our today's live show guest, Mr. Eduardo, CEO and founder of Codelia CMS. And we have Usman with us, who is the beta user of this platform. Eduardo, we would love to hear about your company, team, and Codelia journey before we get started. That would be fantastic.
Yes. Hello to everyone. Hope the week started well for everyone. And yeah, I'm the CEO and founder at Codelia. And Codelia is a headless content management system. So essentially a content hub powered by an API that empowers both marketing and development teams inside the marketing and content companies. And I let Usman introduce a little bit more about Codelia by presenting some slides and the main concepts of Codelia in order to refresh your ideas if you already know Codelia and to introduce you to Codelia if you are new.
Yeah, and in this today's event, what we are going to do is we are going to share a very important use case of Codalia CMS. That is how you can use Codalia CMS to publish content across all the social media platforms. So, guys, stay tuned. Before we get into it, let me play a promo video. If you are a new and watching us first time, and if you're scratching your head and wondering what is this Codalia CMS is, so let me play a promo video so that you will get the understanding of this platform. Here we go.
Content across multiple channels can be a nightmare, but not on my watch. What's going on, guys? This is Val from PitchGround. Content management systems, or CMS, have been there for ages, and they did a pretty good job back there, but now that we have a wide variety of devices like Android or iOS mobiles, tablets, Alexa, Apple Watch, etc., the traditional CMS can no longer cope with a massive amount of different content. The solution here is the headless CMS. Simply put, it is a system where the backend, the body, is separated from the front end, the head, and the data is exchanged via APIs. That's very simplified. A headless CMS can deliver your content through an API directly to where you need it. Because of the headless approach, the content can be used on an iOS app, Android app, as well as any platform and technology you can think of. And therefore, is a powerful option for mobile and web developers. Codelia, the tool I wanted to show you today, is the headless CMS that gives you the ability to deliver faster and to work with the maximum flexibility. It empowers both marketing and development teams to improve their productivity. Manage multiple projects directly from one place. Choose the users that can access the single project with their privileges. Add users with full control of every project. Create custom content structure without the need to touch any line of code. Stay organized and focused and launch faster. Create and assign inputs based on your need for the content created. Add various types of fields, text, numbers, file, date, and much more without limits. Create and manage your content dynamically using a powerful visual backend. Choose which content should be public or not. Schedule content and publish on a specific date. Get content to display on the front end using the Codelia API to speed up the content load. Use any technology stack. Codelia helps you to model content and deliver faster on websites, e-commerce, mobile apps, and more with its headless CMS. And now Codelia is launching as a lifetime deal on PitchGround.com, so you have a chance to automate your marketing and scale your projects faster. That's pretty much it, guys. Let's keep growing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Awesome. So guys, this is Codelia CMS, and we are very much excited for the today's use case that how we can use Codelia CMS to publish the content across all the social medias. Over to you, Eduardo and Usman.
Yes, and as said earlier, I let Usman to present a quick introduction about Codelia and the key features and the key benefits for everyone who is new to this live stream, and also for the other ones that already joined us on the last live stream, in order to refresh your ideas and so on. Over to you, Usman.
Hello, everyone. My name is Usman Hafiz, and I'm the customer success specialist at Codelia. So today we will be discussing about what Codelia is and how it can help you to deliver your content simultaneously across multiple platforms. Okay, so what is a headless CMS? Everyone agrees that having several minds working together is much more effective and efficient than having just one. Thus, this is essentially what a headless CMS is all about. The beauty of a headless CMS is that your front end and back end are separated, which means you can switch out the display layer whenever you please, as opposed to a conventional CMS like WordPress, where the material is usually bound to just one front end and can be only displayed and used in only just one manner. With the aid of a headless CMS, it becomes easier to centralize all your content on a single platform without having to reauthor it. Then, with the use of APIs, you can distribute that content across a variety of devices or channels. So, what is Codelia? Codelia is a content platform that simply manages the backend and serves as a content repository. This implies that you will only need to upload your content once to Codelia, yet you will be able to distribute it across multiple channels. This includes websites, social networks, smartphone apps, and many others. Thanks to the no-code integration, Codelia can deliver social media content on multiple platforms in just one click. This improves workflow optimization that gives you the ability to recreate your content 5 times faster, which requires less effort and less team members, thus reducing the overall development cost. Furthermore, since the content in this situation is not bound to any display layer, it gives more flexibility to developers to work without any development constraints. So, what what and how Codelia is different and better than any traditional CMS? Traditional CMSs are related to a specific single output, as I just discussed, such as a website. Unfortunately, the content in this scenario is linked to a single output and is therefore not reusable. Also, it makes it very difficult to integrate it with other third-party apps and technologies. On the other hand, Codelia is designed to provide you the freedom to select as many heads, or simply put, presentation layers or display layers, as you would like to produce structured content, which is then deliverable to multiple platforms through APIs. This means that all your content is in one location, ready for omnichannel output, reusable, and only requires a single authorization. This works much more quickly than any traditional CMS and is definitely more secure. And finally, it gives you a possibility to link with many other platforms and other technologies. So this is basically how Codelia actually works. You can see that the front end and back end are separated, yet with the help of an API, you can then distribute that content across multiple devices and multiple applications as well. So let's just discuss a few benefits that Codelia has, and later on, Eduardo can actually help you show and help you implement Codelia in a better way. So Codelia lets you create content without the need of developers. It helps you to publish content to multiple devices simultaneously. The content is created, edited, stored, previewed, and published in the same place, reusing your content without having to rewrite your code every single time, thus optimizing your workflow and help you produce more and more. It is also easier to publish information across various platforms, such as websites and other social media networks, with the help of built-in integrations through Zapier. You can integrate any third-party tools such as a CRM, DEM, which is a direct email marketing, social media, and then extend it to any other device to scale your projects. So, should you switch to Codelia or continue using a traditional CMS? Being a digital agency, we believe that going headless is a proper course to take. It is far more efficient, secure, and easier to manage content than any other conventional CMS. Organizations who invest a lot of time in publishing their material, those who are working on that, should definitely consider going headless. That's it from my side. Over to you, Eduardo. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sman, for the presentation. And let's dive in inside the topic of today. That's across the social media channel content publication. And what I mean by that is essentially a social marketing automation. It's a way to automate your social media marketing and to deliver your content across multiple social media channels simultaneously from just one unique workspace and with just one click essentially. This is also this can be also applied with other devices, so such as native mobile apps, web apps, web applications, Alexa skills, and so on. But this is another use case that we will cover on another live stream the next time. So by focusing only on social media content publication and omnichannel social media content publication in this case, I'm going to share with you some slides. And then after the theory of these slides, we will see how to integrate, how easy it is to integrate Codelia with Zapier in just some clicks and get everything set up and running in order to publish all of your content on all of your social media channels from just one platform. So let me share my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so let's start by talking about the main problems, not all of the problems, obviously, but the main problems of the social media marketing industry. usually social media marketers have the efforts to manage multiple channels. So they are struggling while working with many social media channels like Facebook, like Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. And they usually need to push the same piece of content on multiple channels by manually writing it on each of the single channels. So write a piece of content and the same piece of content, by the way, on Facebook, then on Instagram, then on LinkedIn, and then on Twitter, and on any other channel. It's possible to use, obviously, a social media platform like Hootsuite, like Buffer, and so on, that offers powerful tools in order to manage all the channels, all the social media channels from just one place. But these platforms are a little bit more for only for social media management. Codelia is not a social media management platform; it's a content management platform, and so it's a content hub, and we can manage our content for social media and also, as I said before, for other platforms. This is the main difference. We have more flexibility in terms of platforms where to deliver and display our content. Then there is the consistency in content publishing, in content publishing, essentially. So they are essentially struggling to publish consistently on all of the social media platforms and channels with a dedicated roadmap for the content, a dedicated content calendar, and so on. Consistency is obviously the key in social media marketing and also in all of the content activities, as you probably already know. And the third, but not the last one, is aligning the strategy throughout different departments. Usually inside a company, there are, especially in the biggest ones, there are many departments and many teams. So think, for example, about the content team and the social media marketing team. These are already two teams that need to work together and to optimize their time in order to leverage and to bring a good social media marketing strategy to the table. So in response to these problems, we have some specific solutions. If we need to manage multiple social media channels, we need a unique content hub for all of our channels. So we need the ability to work on one unique workspace, essentially, with all of our content. And we need to distribute and to work with that content in all of our social media channels. So again, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. We need also scheduling and authoring tools in order to create a consistent and to be consistent during our social media marketing strategy or campaign, and also on our content strategy in a more general way. And we need a multiple user collaboration. So we need to bring together the two or more teams that we have inside our company in order to collaborate, to work faster, and to increase our essentially to decrease our efforts and to increase our productivity while working with a social media marketing strategy. So how Codelia CMS can help with that? We have easy no-code integrations. No-code integrations with multiple channels. As Usman was telling before, we have Zapier, and through Zapier we can integrate Codelia with all of our social media channels and also other applications, obviously. In just a couple of minutes, it's a very simple process. Without coding, there is no code required, no coding skills required, and we can do it in minutes. We have also a content calendar for scheduling content and also task tracking features in order to stay on track of everything that's happening inside our company. and with our teams. And we can also collaborate in teamwork. We can do teamwork. We can collaborate with our teammates. We can let our teammates join, work on content simultaneously, and deliver the content simultaneously on all of our social medias. So the key benefits that Codelia can offer and offers are the automation of your social media marketing strategy, as told before. Codelia also helps you to unify your teamwork and save working hours and budget during your social media marketing strategy and during your daily work, essentially. We all know that saving working hours and budget is one of the main points inside our daily work, and we need constantly to automate our work, our process, and our workflow in order to get this and to optimize everything. So, by having said that, let's
dive into the platform.
Yeah, exactly. Let's dive into the platform. Let me just set up a little bit. Okay, let me just share the screen again. And here we go. Okay. Here I have one simple blog website, essentially. Inside the content models, I can create a content structure in just one click, and I've just selected the blog website in order to create a standard blog. So this means that I can publish my content as blog posts on my blog website or on my website, and obviously on any other devices as the ones I told before, and also on my social medias. So let's see the content structure of blog posts, of our blog posts. We have some basic controls such as title, SEO titles, SEO description, and so on, image and content. And first of all, let's set the image as not required in order to go faster. And let's add a new content dedicated to the social media side. So we can, for example, add a new content related to the social media description. And add the social media description as a rich text field. And now, if we add a new element, a new blog post in this case, we can create a new blog post, publish it as today, by separating the content of the blog post that can be actually displayed on our blog website, and also separating the content that can be displayed and shared on our social media channels. So we can literally structure everything in order to optimize our content and to model it in our own way. So we can we have essentially 100% of flexibility in content modeling. Let's add this blog post, and let's jump into Zapier. I have this simple Zapier free account. I can create, by clicking on My Zaps, I can create one new Zap. And we can essentially select Codelia as app event by choosing a simple event as new single element, because blog posts, remember that blog posts are single elements of blog post. That's an element essentially. And by clicking on continue, we can choose an account. Now let's connect a new account in order to, let me share again the screen in order to show you all the process. Let's connect a new account with Codelia. So it's very simple. It takes only a minute. Let's go inside the settings and API settings of Codelia, and let's just copy the API token and paste it on Zapier. Now the account has been connected. We can click on continue. We can also add our API. We need also to add our API endpoint and our element ID. It's pretty simple. We can go inside elements, view all blog posts to retrieve our API ID of element. Let's copy and paste this one, and let's jump again inside settings. And we have our API endpoint, that's this one. And essentially, we can just copy this first piece of API.
Sorry to interrupt you, Eduardo. There were
Yeah.
two API IDs. One is API and one is ID. What was that? Just go to the Codelia CMS and that element, post element setting.
This is the API endpoint. That's different from the API ID. The API ID is only the unique identifier of the elements here. This is the API ID, essentially. This is the API ID of the blog post that groups all of the blog posts.
Okay.
And this is the ID of the single blog post.
Okay,
so this is obviously unique for each single blog post. That's the difference.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we can just copy and paste all of these parameters and click continue. Test the trigger through Zapier. Perfect. Here it's saying that he found a single element. That's this one, and this is the first blog post that we added earlier. And we can just click on continue. And now we can search the app where to send our first blog post. So let's say, for example, Twitter as social media. Let's select the event create tweet. Continue. We can choose an account. I've already connected my company account. You can click on continue, and I can set up the action. So I can essentially click here and select all of the fields and the controls that I have available on Codelia and that I have added on Codelia. So essentially, we see everything here. We see the title, SEO title, the ID, image, etc., etc. And here we can find the social media description. That's the one that's interesting for us. So we can also add an image, a video, or a GIF. We can add the image field here, but in this case I leave this blank because I don't have an image. And this is another option regarding Twitter, and so on. So we can click test to continue. Perfect. Here we have the notice. A tweet was sent to Twitter about 12 seconds ago. I can publish my Zap in order to turn it on, essentially, and to automate all the process. And I can do also the same thing with other apps. So let's call this Codelia plus Twitter. And let's save this draft without publishing it. I can do also the same process with a new Zap. And I can also create another one called Codelia plus Facebook, for example. And the process is just the same. I can choose Codelia, choose an event, a new single element, continue, choose the account, API endpoint, element ID, and so on. So I can also differentiate all of the content that I can send on many social media channels. So we have, for example, the blog post that I would like to share, for example, on Facebook and on Twitter, but I could have also my products as a new element. So I can also add a new element called products. And add a new product in order to add new products to my website or e-commerce in this case, and share specifically my products on a specific social media. So here I have a different ID and a different the endpoint actually it's the same. And I can do the same thing with LinkedIn, for example. Choose an event, create company update, and post my new products automatically on my LinkedIn page. And the process is just the same. As you can see, the process is very straightforward, very quick, no code needed, and with only just a few clicks you can set up everything. Another thing that you can do is connect Codelia with a tool like Buffer or Hootsuite in order to send, for example, a new blog post or a new product or whatever you want on Buffer, for example, and from Buffer managing everything for all of your social media
Publishing.
channels.
Right. So it can send the, for example, the new post or whatever new things that we are adding on the website. We can automate that thing by using the Zapier integration. And if you guys don't want to, directly publish it on your social handles, you can take that data on your social media publishing platform like Buffer or Hootsuite, right? And you can grab that data, and from there you can publish it as per the requirements that you have. So this is again one more use case, or this is one more tweak that you can do it while publishing that content across your all social media channels.
Yeah, exactly. And we can also access all the other integrations from Codelia inside the integrations page. And here we have essentially the main integrations listed here. We have the main social media channels like Twitter, Facebook pages, and Instagram for business and so on. And we can also see on Zapier all the integrations. Obviously, we can connect with many more apps and many more social media channels. So in this way, essentially, with one click, as you saw, it's possible to create a blog post and publish it directly on your blog website or on your website in a more general way, and automatically do the same thing on your social media channels. So once you add a new blog post and you click add, this new blog post will be published on your blog website and automatically also on in this case on Twitter. We can also schedule it for a future publication and so on. So we have also this kind of stuff. We can also access our content calendar and essentially track events, add events with our teammates, collaborate with our teammates just by creating an event. From here, inviting also attendees, so our teammates in that case, and see if for this specific day there is some sort of planned content. In this case, there is anything. And we can also track tasks and assign tasks to us in that case, or also assign tasks to our teammates in order to track the working time of our teammates, if they are doing the entire work properly, and so on.
Got it. So that content calendar just notifies the team members and the collaborators or whoever is working on that particular site or on that particular content. It will just notify that person that, okay, this is a day or the time that we need to publish this content for example, a blog post or any new product that has to be added. So that is just a notification purpose, right? And in the task sections, for example, if any content has been published or tagged or delegated to the team member, we can map the time frame. Okay, how much time that person has taken to publish that content and all that stuff. Am I right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Let's do a quick example. Let's add a new task and let's say blog post creation. Set the date as today, done as no, content creation as category or just only content, and assign me as user. Let's click on add, and here we have the blog post creation as content with label, and we can just start the timer and track everything from here.
Okay.
So we have the start time, and we will have the end time if we click stop.
Got it. So that task and calendar is both are synced or both are the separated features?
No. The tasks are separated from the content calendar, because the calendar is for the events and content. So tasks are only for time tracking and task tracking.
Got it. And how the task timing is getting calculated? For example, you just just clicked on that play button, so it started counting the time, right? And if that person is completing that task, so that person has to stop the timer, or the manager or the admin has to stop it. How it works? I'm just curious to know about it.
No, the timer can be stopped from everyone. So if this is assigned to me, I can stop this timer for myself. And if I complete this task, I can just edit it and set the done as yes and update. And inside the table, I will see now the completed tasks.
Got it. Cool. So this is a cool feature, guys, wherein you can actually, track the time of your team members. For example, you have assigned any task to them, to do any changes on your website, to add a blog post or to add a product, right? So in that cases, you can track a time and you can manage a worksheet based on the time that they have taken, right? For example, you have hired an intern, right? Or else you have outsourced your work, right, to someone else, and you're paying based on the time sheets or based on the time, right? So in that cases, this would be a useful feature. It's a small feature, but very, very useful, because yes, we are humans, right? We take consume a lot of time to do a simple task. So in that cases, if you're tracking your time properly, you will able to understand, okay, where your time is going, how much time you're taking to complete that task, and further you can you can add as many as items on your content calendar, or else reduce the items from your content calendar. Yeah, got it.
Okay. And that's it for our features about cross-platform, cross-social media content publishing, and also the editorial calendar and the task management that are helping to solve the common troubles we saw earlier about the social media management.
Awesome. So, guys, today's use case, especially for if you want to move from WordPress to Codelia CMS, and if you want to manage a blog post, because why to use headless CMS from 2022 onwards, it's very, very important. We are not going to dive into it. You can read that information. You can just Google it out, right? Why headless CMS are important? Because it gives you faster results. It gives you faster loading time. It helps you, rank your content natively, because you don't have to install so many plugins, because it's a simple process. your Google crawls will automatically capture whatever data you have, and it will help you to rank. Okay, so I'm not going to talk more about it, because you can watch our previous webinars or the live events where we have discussed more about it, right? So the today's topic was how you can use Codelia CMS to manage or publish your content across your all social media channels, right? So by using Zapier natively integrated with the Codelia CMS, from there you can schedule the content. For example, if you have added any blog content on your site, right, and then you can publish that blog through the Zapier on your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, so whatever social media handles that you have, you can do that. As well as if you want to pull that data inside your social media managing platform, for example, Hootsuite or Buffer. So in that case, is that a Zapier will help you out to trigger that information inside your Hootsuite or Buffer account. From there, you can manage your content. So this is helping you out to have your content published across all the social media content, all the social media channels, because it takes a lot of time. Because what is happening, because I had a blog, but I closed that site. That's a different story altogether, so I don't want to get into it. So what I used to do is, I used to publish a blog, then I used to copy that content and go to each and every social media channels and just copy paste the content. It was taking hell lot of time instead of managing that blog. Okay, my 80% time goes into managing that and publishing that content across all the social media platforms. So the Codelia CMS will help you out to do that, to save your time, managing your site content as well as publishing your site content across all the social media channels. And guys, do not forget to check it out, the lifetime deal of Codelia CMS on pitchground.com. Just head over to pitchground.com/product/Codelia CMS. You will see this beautiful tool listed on our platform, and we are offering a lifetime deal. So let me just give you the quick overview of plans and pricing. It starts with $49 for lifetime. You're getting 15 websites in a smaller plan, that is plan A, only $49 for lifetime. Then we have plan B, that is 97 for lifetime, 50 websites. Plan C, 197 for lifetime, 100 websites. Plan D, 297 for lifetime, 500 websites. And plan E, only $397 for lifetime, unlimited websites. So this is a Codelia CMS. It's a beautiful platform, because by 2026, it become a big and huge industry. All the people who are running their websites, they are moving to headless CMS. They're moving to CMS like Codelia CMS, right? So you need to take that approach and start making ROI from the day one by using Codelia CMS. And do not forget to grab your lifetime deal on pitchground.com. So that's it from our end. If you have any questions and the queries regarding to the plans and pricing, just join our Facebook group, tag us. For example, if you're watching us from LinkedIn, if you're watching us from Twitter or any other platform or YouTube, just tag us. Whatever questions that you have, you can tag us. We would love to hear your questions and the session. We can answer all the questions and queries that you have. If you want to raise any questions, if you want to talk to our support, you can email us at support@pitchground.com, and our team will help you out to solve all the questions and the queries that you have. So that's it from our end, guys. Do not forget to check it out, this platform, because I said this is a different tool, because the whole world is going to get into a headless CMS. Nobody is going to use that, the WordPress and all that CMS anymore, because those are buggy. It takes time to load your sites. It consumes a lot of server resources. That's the reason most of the companies are using the CMS as a different platform, and they are hosting their site on a different platform. So that's it from our end. Thank you so much, Eduardo, for taking your precious time out and sharing some valuable information. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be seeing you in the next live event or webinar. Till the time, take care, be happy, and keep improving 1% every day. Have a good day all.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Take care.
Bye bye.